Nox TV'ye hoş geldiniz. Çok güzel bir şovla sizlerle birlikteyiz. Çok teşekkürler. Sağ olun, sağ olun. Evet, bildiğiniz gibi bugün çok özel bir konuğumuz var. Konuğumuz Amerika Birleşik Devletleri Başkanı Donald Trump. Evet, evet. Sağ olun. Evet sevgili seyirciler, bu programımızı İngilizce yapmak zorundayız çünkü sevgili başkan Türkçe bilmiyor. Donald Trump, can you tell about yourself a little bit to us? Who are you, Mr. President?
I'm an extraordinarily handsome person. I have a beautiful head of hair.
Adam kendine güveniyor. Well, Mr. President, what is your prediction? How many people will watch this show today?
I would say 1 million to 2 million people, so it was
Okay,
24, so
we'll
I
see.
would think...
Mr. President, I would like to ask you this question. Were you nervous before you arrived to Turkey? How was your feeling about Turkey?
A little bit. I mean, look, you do what you do. I mean, it is what it is.
What do you feel about Turkey?
There is a great strength and resilience that we have in this country. We have amazing people.
Well, I have a question about a special Turkish food. Have you ever tried cockroach? Not cockroach. No. I'm not talking about cockroach. I'm talking about cockroach, intestine.
I feel terribly about it, but no. Actually,
Mr. President, would you consider to go Turkish hammam in Istanbul, somewhere in Üsküdar?
but I really wanted to do it, and
Ona bir kese
ultimately I
yaptığını
decided I'd
düşünsenize
wait.
sevgili
Let's see how
seyirciler.
things go with the country, and things only
No,
got
it's okay.
worse.
Don't
And,
worry about it.
I decided to do it, and you know, I gave up a lot by doing this. This is a tough thing. There's nothing easy about it.
Mr. President, I have very special question for you. What is your opinion about Turkish politicians?
I want them to love Trump, and I want them to know I'll do a great job.
Mr. President, I would like to ask you this question about our politicians in Turkey. As you know, they're reading, when they do their speech, they're reading from the paper or they're reading from the prompter. What do you feel about this? Do you have any input about this point?
If you're reading, or if you have teleprompters, if you have a teleprompter, or in any way reading a speech, or even looking down all the time at notes, you're not going to get the reaction from the crowd. So
I have a question about Turkey. What is our biggest problem in Turkey and how do you think we can solve this problem?
but I really unify. I bring people together. I get along with people. I've always gotten along with people. I'll get along with Democrats, with Republicans, with liberals, with conservatives. And that's what we need in this country. We have to bring it together because it's very
Very right.
divided.
Adam haklı. Yes, Mr. President, I have a very tricky question for you. Okay? So, if you are not married with Miss Melanie, First Lady Miss Melanie, would you consider to marry a Turkish woman or a Kurdish woman from Turkey?
This was not supposed to be one of the questions. This one came out of the...
Well, Mr. President, I have very personal question for you. Would you consider to move Istanbul and live with me in my house? I really love to live with you in some point.
I love the White House.
Evet, tahmin etmiştim tabii ki. Tabii. Beyaz Sarayı bırakıp bana gelecek haliniz yok. Of course, Mr. President. That's totally understandable. Mr. President, I have a very personal question for you. What is your favorite part in your body? What do you like most about yourself?
Just to make people
My
laugh.
hair. Oh,
Yes, absolutely, that's your hair. Yeah. How was your student times? Were you a good student in school?
I was always a good student, and I always worked hard.
Mr. President, do you have any suggestions for the kids who wants to be president when they grow up?
Well, I think you want to grow up and be president because you want to help people, and you want to help people. There's
Bence bizim
tremendous
Türk
problems
çocukları istemeyecek ama.
that people in this
Well,
country have and all over
no,
the
don't worry
world.
about it.
If you want to help people, there's no better position to do it from than the presidency.
Mr. President, do you think your business background is helping your management, your administration currently?
Yeah, I think business will always help. It helps from a country standpoint. You know, it's interesting. When I was doing the primaries, I spent less money than other people, and I did better than other people, and that's what we want to do for the country. We want to spend less money and do better.
I have another personal question for you, Mr. President. How is your memory? Do you forget?
I never forget when, you know, it's sort of interesting, and I've said it. I'm too nice too long, and when I become like somebody takes advantage of a situation, I become too bad for too long. So I think I maybe have to have a little bit of a shorter memory, wouldn't be so bad.
Well, here's a question. Very, very big question, Mr. President. Bakalım buna nasıl cevap verecek? Would you consider to go Friday prayer in Istanbul at the Blue Mosque or Hagia Sophia Church?
Not at all. I'd be very, very uncomfortable.
Tabii tahmin etmiştim, tahmin ettiğimiz gibi sevgili seyirciler. Evet sevgili seyirciler, böylece bir çok güzel şovun daha sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki programda sürpriz bir konukla sizlerle birlikte olmayı dileğiyle sevgiyle kalın. Teşekkürler Sayın Başkanım. Thank you very much. Thank you.